My name is Cass. I am originally from France, but I live in New Zealand. And I found myself suffering from osteoarthritis in both my hips due to some congenital disorder initially. And unfortunately in New Zealand, the public system meant that I would have had to wait for quite a few years before I would have access to surgery in New Zealand, to hip replacement. My surgeon in New Zealand was the one who told me that I needed to go ahead and have a hip replacement on both sides. But when I tried to go through the public system to get the surgery, I found out that it would take many years before I was able to get the surgery. So I wasn't really able to walk very far. I was in pain most days and I didn't want to wait too much longer. So I had a thought about doing the surgery in the private system in New Zealand. So I investigated the options there in the private system. It was very expensive. And the technology is good, and I think the service would have been good, but it would have cost me a lot of money, more than twice what I paid here coming to India, and including the flights and everything. So I investigated coming here to India. I didn't have a destination in mind. I just did some research and found that India has very advanced orthopedic surgery treatment. So I thought that India, though it is a little bit further from New Zealand than some other countries that could offer the same treatment, I think the orthopedic treatment is a step above and it's really good quality. So I decided to try and find out about getting surgery here in India. I looked at 3 different companies online, of which IndiCure was one company. And I found that IndiCure was the most professional, the most responsive. I was really happy with every communication that I had with IndiCure. I was trusting that they would look after me once I got here in India, and they did look after me once I got here in India. Whenever I had a query or a question or I needed anything else, they would always be there for me to help me out. So I didn't feel like I had to navigate the healthcare system here in India by myself. Most people at the hospital can speak English, but sometimes it's a little bit hard for me to understand. There is some difference in the way that we use English. That means that it's a little bit hard for me to understand. So having IndiCure, who were really clear communicators, was really good. So I could talk to IndiCure, they would talk to the hospital and sort things out for me. And so that meant that I didn't have to worry about trying to understand what was going on at the hospital and trying to kind of understand the admin of an Indian hospital, which would have been quite a lot more work for me. So that was really good. And I had surgery on both hips, one hip first, and then 3 days later I had the other hip done. I had surgery with the MAKO robot, which is a Stryker product, an American product. It's the best type of hip surgery you can have. It's the most minimally invasive you can have. So it's anterior approach. So they instead of having a scar on the back, I have a scar on the front, and that means that you can recover a lot faster from the surgery than through the back, where the surgeon has to go through a lot more muscle. So in the front, it's a faster recovery. So so the surgery was done first on one hip, then the other hip, and now today is 8 days after the second surgery, and I have been walking around Mumbai. I have been discovering all the good food. I have been able to walk around the chaotic streets of Mumbai, which has been really nice. It's a really interesting cultural trip as well, which I'm really happy about. I'm really happy that I get to discover the culture of Mumbai as well as getting hip surgery. So that's been really good. I have been drinking the water, eating the food, and I have not been sick. And that's been really good. And everybody's really helpful. So if you ask me, would I recommend going to India for surgery? I would say yes. I would say don't do it alone. I think it would have been very scary navigating everything without having IndiCure on my side. So I would say yes, come here, but do use a trusted company, and I think IndiCure is someone you can trust.